The 51-year-old, from Hendersonville, Tennessee, was a surprise addition to this year's WWE Hall of Fame during WrestleMania 34 weekend in April. And he also sent shockwaves through the wrestling world when he competed for Mexico's AAA in June, defeating WWE legend Rey Mysterio and Mexican great Dr Wagner Jr. to win the promotion's mega championship. After getting himself back in the headlines, Jarret announced he would be returning to the UK this month as part of his first ever spoken word tour. The Ain't He Great Tour, in association with Hooked on Events, kicks off in London on Monday and sees Jarret also visit Edinburgh, Sheffield, and Cardiff with host Kenny McIntosh. The third-generation wrestler will meet fans and tell stories about his amazing journey from WWE to WCW and co-founding TNA, now Impact Wrestling. He spoke to Mirror Sports' Tony Quant about his Hall of Fame induction, intergender wrestling, and how much longer he will compete inside the squared circle. Firstly, talk to us about being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Did you expect the support you received from fans once it was announced? I did not expect it at all. I was shocked and surprised and very humbled that the Hall of Fame came about. Going into it and coming out of it, all the support has been amazing. It really has. Truth be known, it's one of the reasons we are on the phone now. It's an incredible honor, and the support that has come along with it has been very humbling. You mentioned the Hall of Fame was the reason you are doing this Ain't He Great tour with Hooked on Events. How did it all come about? Well, it was announced in late February that I would be in the Hall of Fame, and it happened 32 years to the day of my first match. I was contacted by some promoters in the UK who I have worked with for years, and they put the proposal in front of me. Firstly, I was like, are you guys sure? I haven't done one of these before. But after speaking it through, I am very excited and anxious altogether about it. It's hard to imagine a professional wrestler getting nervous, but it is the first time you will be doing an event like this. Is it more daunting than walking down to the ring? I celebrated 32 years to the day of me wrestling on April 6th, and so it's hard for me to do something for the first time that I haven't ever done before. We also have a great host in Kenny McIntosh, who has done lots of these type of shows in the past. He is keen to have things on his terms and really is going to make sure it's a no-holds-barred, nothing off-limits type of show. What was the decision behind going on tour, rather than telling the story of your career in a book or podcast, as we have seen many others do in the last few years? I've been approached for views about doing a book, but I never wrapped my head around it, in terms of where does it end? I suppose after being inducted into the Hall of Fame, that gave me a second thought. But I have also been approached about doing podcasts and those type of things. The thing with this tour is that I have always loved live performances, and this is going to be in front of real wrestling fans who are going to be keen to engage. Without giving away too much, what can we expect to hear from you during the tour? Well, when you look back on my career, my in-ring work has been watched across the world. A big part of this is going to be what happened behind the scenes when the cameras were off. I am unfortunate enough to be part of some very controversial events, such as the rivalry with China, Hulk Hogan at Bash at the Beach, and all the ups and downs throughout my career. It's interesting that you mentioned China. The pair of you were doing intergender matches in WWE in the 1990s. In recent years they have become very popular on the independent scene. Do you feel that there is a place for intergender matches at the highest level of the business? As a wrestling promoter, I believe that it has to be a unique, special situation. Intergender matches should be treated on a case-by-case basis. If they become the norm, then I don't think it is interesting. But for sure, if done right with the right talent, they have the appeal of stealing the show. Hall of Fame aside, you have had a pretty busy 2018, including capturing the AAA Mega Championship. How did that opportunity come about, and what does it mean to you? Antonio Pena, the founder of AAA, and I worked together in 2002-2003. I have worked with the Pena family for years. I am the longest reigning non-Mexican Mega Champion. An opportunity presented itself, and let me just say, it was an offer that could not be turned down. For me to get that opportunity to work with Dr. Wagner and Rey Mysterio is history-making. I am also the first reigning champion to step foot in the UK when I touch down next week, and I am really excited about that. While in the UK, I understand that you will also be making some appearances at various independent promotions. What are your thoughts on the current UK scene, and how does it compare to years prior? I have been a fan of going to the UK for over 15 years. I am just happy that the entire world is getting to see it, with the likes of WWE, NXT UK and the world of sport wrestling. I could not be more excited about that. The scene is red hot right now, and I am as excited today more than I ever have been to be taking a small part in it. A lot of good things are going to happen. Read more WWE Mirror exclusive interviews. You have had a long and very successful career in the business, but you don't seem to be slowing down. Realistically, how long do you think you have left in the ring? Look, I evaluate myself every year. You gotta take a hard, long look at yourself and be honest. I have hit the gym harder than I have in the past 6 to 7 years, and I feel really great. But come December, I will evaluate myself again and see how I am. As I stand here today with air in my lungs, it is impossible to say. Limited general admission tickets are on sale for the Ain't He Great Tour at the Sports Bar and Grill, Canary Wharf, London on Monday, July 23rd, Hilton Carlton Hotel, Edinburgh on Tuesday, July 24th, Sheffield Library Theatre on Wednesday, July 25th and the Beerkeller, Cardiff on Thursday, July 26th. You can find out more and purchase tickets at http://www.wickedonevents.co.uk/store.